Welcome back everyone, it's Nash Rathbone here again. GearBest have very kindly sent me out a couple of flashlights. They sent this little JETBeam Micro here. You've probably already seen the review on that, I've just put it up this morning. They've also sent me this Jet II Pro. Looks quite a nice little beastie, doesn't it? What's it got in the packaging here? You might want to pause it and just check out the little bits of information there. Anything on the back exciting? No, it's all covered up by the sticker there. Okay, let's see if we can get it out of the packaging, shall we guys? So again, you don't need to be cutting anything. This is a little click together packaging, shall we say, with a hinge on it, look. Alright, so we can take this bit of cardboard out here. It's a nice bit of material, bit of shiny going on here, look. We've got this little very aggressive strike bezel here for it. Here is the flashlight itself. The silica gel protecting it. A spare O-ring. We have a certificate of approval here. Underneath that we have, I guess this must be the warranty or I don't know what that is. It's all in Chinese. You might be able to scan in the little data matrix here and get yourself some more information. And you have some an instruction manual. Once again we have Chinese on one side of it and English on the other. So quite a lot of information here showing what you can do with the bits and pieces. And the let's have a look here. It's got the something else you might want to freeze here. There you go, just the lumens. Okay, so we'll get this little lot out of the way for the time being. Not that, we want that. Oh, wait a minute. Something's fell out of the packaging. Yeah, I have actually had this packaging open before. It does actually come with a very nice lanyard. You actually get this lanyard in there with it as well. As I say, I've had this packaging open before. So, that's what you get. That's how it comes. It's just I've left the lanyard out of it. Alright, let's move that out of the way a minute. Right. Just to explain, if you can hear a lot of extra noises that you wouldn't normally hear during my reviews, it's because it's so hot today. I've got the studio windows open because it's boiling up here. Anyway, to the flashlight. Here it is. You get a little, like a thread protecting bezel on the end of it. Really, I don't know why they supply that, because you can put this very aggressive strike bezel on either way round. You can have it on that way, or we can have it on that way. So really, I don't know why they supply that. Anyway, let's have a close look at this rather nice little flashlight. Right, as you can see, it's got a nice stainless steel head on it here. Just take this off half a second. With some nice threads. Here is the reflector, which as you can see is very highly polished orange peel reflector in there. And there is the emitter. I'll pop the macro lens on in a minute. We'll have a look at that. Put this on the other way around for you so you can see. There it goes. Got some nice sharp points on here. It's designed to go very nicely with the cutouts in the head here as well. Then moving along, we have the switch. We've got some cooling fins here. There's the Jet II Pro. Some knurling. It's a very nicely designed little flashlight. JETBeam, and we've got type 3 anodizing here as well. Pretty hard stuff apparently. And there's the pocket clip. It's quite a strong, very strong pocket clip actually. Very interesting design too. I wonder if we can get paracord through that hole there, or even through here. Have to try that if I remember. Again, we may have a serial number just here, lasered in. There's the back end of it. You can tail stand this as well, because these 3 little feet, and you can get a probably put that a keyring in there as well, or maybe some paracord. We'll have to try and find out. We'll have to try that. Well, let's get the macro lens on for a closer look. Let's start on the outside of the bezel. There's a nice stainless steel finish there. We'll see if we can work our way down this very highly polished orange peel reflector, right down to the bottom where we find the emitter. And what we have here is a Cree XPL high emitter, capable of 510 lumens in this little flashlight. What about the body? There's that nice finish. It's a very nice finish. Some nice knurling. Nice design on the. It's actually a spiral by the looks of it on the switch there. There's those cooling fins. Yes, very nice. Okay. I'll just run through a few dimensions for you. Overall length, I made it 67.9 mil long, and that's with the this attack bezel turned around so that it's not sticking out. If you got it in this orientation, you're looking at 74.7 millimeters long. The head diameter 23 mil. The body diameter across the knurling is 21 millimeters, and the diameter just here where the body clip goes on is also 23 millimeters, I think, or I think I made it at 23 millimeters diameter. Clip diameter just here is a 27 mil, and the clip overall length you're looking at 47 mil for that clip. So what does it weigh, I wonder? Okay, we'll put it on with its crown. That's 41 grams. Pop the battery on with it, a battery with it. I'm going to put on a let's have a look. I'm going to put on a 16340 with it, and that's gone up to 58 grams now. Just change that to ounces. That's 2 ounces with the battery. There goes the battery. 1 3/8 of an ounce without a battery. Size comparisons then. Here is that 16340 battery. It will also run a CR123A, neither of which is included. This particular battery is a 700 milliamp 3.7 volts, and it came out of my on the road M3, which I haven't reviewed yet. I've had it for quite some time. I haven't got around to reviewing it yet. This is quite a nice little flashlight too. You can see they're more or less the same sort of size. Here is the JETBeam Micro. You've probably seen the review on that. If not, it is out there for you to watch, guys. So it's pretty small little thing. Where's my hang on. Here we go. My Hugsby XP1, look. As I say, I thought this was a fairly small flashlight. Tail clicky. But again, this one and the little JETBeam Micro make it look quite enormous. I think it's about time we got round to the installation of the battery. Just back it out a little bit. What we have to do with that is take the tail cap off, There we go. Now then, this clip is interesting. It is a 2-position clip actually. If we have a closer look at it, you will see it's got this little tang in there, slightly bent forward. The rear end of the flashlight has got a couple of indentations in it. There is one. So we roll it round to the other side, and there is 2 just there, right in the centre of the screen, look. Right. So what you've got to do when you mount this thing, and you can mount it, as I say, 2 positions, you've got to make sure that little tang drops into the... this is not easy when you can't see what you're doing. I'm looking through the viewfinder to find this. And of course, don't forget this is spring loaded as well, look guys, so it's going to sit there like that, so you've got to physically force it forward into... well, there it is, it's just dropped in there, look. So you've got to get that in, and the battery in, and screw the cap on all at the same time. Right, let's give it a go then. So we'll get the pocket clip on. We'll drop the battery in. Plus side goes in there. I don't think there's a spring down the bottom of this. No, there's no spring down the bottom of this one. It's just the contact in there. Drop them in there. There's the spring on the tail cap, which looks like a brass spring to me. Nicely machined in there too. Right, so drop that on there. Hopefully we can get it on, guys. Hang on. There we go, I've got it started. And you can see you can orient the cap whichever way you like. The cap, the clip, anyway you like. There we go. Now then, one thing I found out about this, when you get it out the packaging, it doesn't work. There's a new battery in there, nicely charged battery, doesn't work, and I thought, what's going on here? Let's double click it. Well, hang on, there's the Moonlight Mode, and if we triple click it, strobe, right. So why is not rest working? Why is the rest not working? Well, what it is, it has a lockout function, and when you take the battery out, it defaults to that lockout. So what we have to do is press it. Let's have a look. About 5 seconds, I think it is. There we go. Now she'll work. Off, on, and we can run through the different settings as well. Right, so now we've got it working. When we switch it on first, it goes straight to... oh, it's got a memory effect actually. I thought it went straight to the high setting, but this is the low. Right, there's the high. I'd forgotten it had a memory effect on it, which is quite handy. Press it again. There's the medium, and there's the low. The low being 5 lumens. Let's step it up again. That is 510 lumens, and will last you about 3/4 of an hour. There's the medium setting, which is 100 lumens, and will last you an hour and a half. Strip it down again. That's 5 lumens for 3 hours worth of work from the battery. Okay, now if we double click it, there you go, Moonlight Mode. That's pretty dim. That is 0.5 lumens and will last you 150 hours, I believe, according to this. Right, and the strobe warning, guys. Right, there we go. That is 510 lumens and will last you 1 hour. It'll strobe for an hour then. That's pretty good. We have mineral glass in here, and it has got a bit of a coating on it. I hope I can show you this coating. It's anti-reflective coating. If we can get the studio lights reflecting in there. Where are they? There we go. There's one. You can just see it's like a little purple haze going on there. Look. Hope you can see that, guys. Little purple haze going on there, reflection of the studio lighting. That's the anti-reflective coating. This little fellow is drop or impact resistant if dropped inside of 1.5 meters. Is water resistant down to 2 meters, so that's IPX8, I do believe. Right then, so what's it like operating in the dark? I mean, we've seen it in here. There we are. That's what it's like operating in here. But what's it like operating in the dark? Well, what time did I go out about last night? Saturday evening, because it's Sunday morning now, but Saturday evening I went out around about 11 o'clock. It was just about getting dark, so I'll just roll that footage in for you to take a look at then. Okay guys, so tonight we're out in the garden to try this flashlight. Can't see a lot, can we? So let's put the JETBeam on. There we go, full power. Let's step it down one. There we go, that's the medium setting. You can still see quite well up there. And down to low. You can see a little bit of something down there, I think. I don't know if I can. There we are. So it's still quite bright, even at its lowest setting, look. So there we go, and off. Okay, strobe warning. I think you can just about see those flowers there, so let's do a couple of clicks. And there's Moonlight Mode. Right, if I turn it off, turn it on properly, boom! Full output. And here we see the usual slugs out here. And here you can see what the aggressive strike bezel does for the pattern, beam pattern. And there you can see it reflecting out of the little holes. Look. Okay, so I've had this thing on for a few moments now. It's really starting to heat up. It's getting very warm actually. Just about the whole of the body is starting to get hot now. It's hot up to about where you see my fingers. Quite warm. It's creeping up to the end of the torch now. Right, I think it's time we headed back into the studio again. And going round and round, look. Round and round the light, look. Okay, so that was interesting then. A very bright little flashlight. As you can see, it illuminated my garden quite nicely. My garden's not being that long. I think it's about, what, 25 to 30 feet maybe. But it illuminated that and the trees. It's really, really quite good. Anyway, that's my review of the JETBeam Jet II Pro. I hope you enjoyed it. We must thank GearBest once again for sending it in to us so we can have a look at it and have a play with it as well. So I hope you enjoyed the review, guys. If you did, please feel free to subscribe to my channel. That will help me out quite a bit. Thank you very much. There's also a little bell here you can ring. That will give you the option of receiving updates as to when I put new videos out. You can also follow me on Instagram as well. That is where I put up all the new pictures. I've just put up a picture of myself taking the dimensions of this little fellow just before I started the review. There's my Patreon page as well. You can support the channel in that way. What I'll do is I'll put a link to GearBest in the description below. That is my special link to GearBest. I believe if you purchase anything from that link, I get a small commission which I put straight back into the channel. I will put you an affiliate link to this very flashlight down there as well. If you purchase it from that link, once again, I will get a nice little bit of commission, and it all goes straight back into the channel, guys. You know, so I got something new and fresh and interesting to show to you. Yes, it certainly helps. Thank you very much. Alright then, guys, well, thanks for watching the review. I do hope you'll return another day, because I'm sure I'll have something else for you to look at. And thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later then. Laters! rough.